It was really interesting seeing Sydney and Ty duke it out. Two people who are supposed to be on the same alliance, really fighting to the point of way past exhaustion. I mean, I was up there for what, maybe 5-10 minutes, and I felt it all over my entire body. I can't imagine going as long as they did, when it didn't seem that, it was really necessary if we were sticking by our alliances. I mean, who doesn't want immunity? I'm sure that that's part of why Ty stayed up there as long as he did. But I do believe that within Ty, he's not one to give up. He'll stay as long as he can until his body completely fails him. And I think that's just how Ty is, and I think that's how Sydney is too. And we saw it today in an epic duel. Yeah, you know what? Today's challenge was very reminiscent of the digging challenge, where you see the people who kind of back down a little bit or, pull off when they feel that they've reached their limit. And then there are those people who just take it the extra 20% and push themselves to the point where it's almost beyond anything you can comprehend physically. And Ty and Sydney are perfect examples of that. Sydney went down in the digging challenge. Today she pushed herself to that absolute max limit. I think that's just in their personality to just keep going until their body just completely fails them. I had to make the decision whether to eat or to keep going, and I look at Nick and I look at Julia and I'm like, I don't even know if I can make it up until the point that the food's about to get out. Like my hands were completely numb, my back is aching. I'm like, crap, am I even gonna make it? Jeff, move faster. So, eating was a perk to something that I already felt like I was about to get knocked out. So I wasn't even particularly hungry. I definitely didn't do it solely for the food, but it's good to have a little bit of protein in me. I tried to steer towards things that would not make me feel too crappy afterwards. So I mean, I was up there, the boys dropped out pretty much immediately, and I stayed up for another second, and I'm like, do I stay? Do I go? Really trying to weigh out what to do at that point. And I saw them drop out, and I felt my body giving out, and I was like, let me just go for the food. I mean, it is saying something probably to the other people that I feel safe or something of that nature, but realistically in my head I was like, I just can't hold on any longer. I don't know if I don't know if everybody felt that way that I did, but for me it was just I couldn't hang on anymore, and just happened to be at a really convenient time for me.